everybody, this is Alchemist 2, and I'm back again with another movie review. I was recommended this particular film. It's called Sairat. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And this is not done in Hindi, but it's done in Marathi. It's your basic love story. You've got Prashant, and it's kind of funny because I have a friend named Prashant. And then you've got Archie or Arcana. I don't know why, but I love the name Arcana for some odd reason. I just think it's a beautiful name, and it sounds kick butt. Sounds like a name that you would give an assassin. Don't get me wrong, but still, this movie is absolutely beautiful, and it's a sweeping love story. You've got these two kids, literally kids, and first they become smitten with each other, and her father is very prestigious, and she comes from a high-ranking caste. She's quite affluent, and Prash, he's, kind of common rung. And I thought, oh no, it's going to be another one of those Romeo and Juliet stories. And yeah, strangely to say, my prediction was correct, but you have the two running away from home and eloping, and they get married later. Spoiler alert, but they live in the streets and in the slums, and you get to see life in the slums like in Slumdog Millionaire, and they don't sugarcoat it, which is something I actually enjoy. And it's their love is actually taboo, and Archie tries to call home, and she can't even bring herself to talk to any of her relatives, and she breaks down into tears. It's heart-wrenching, and I love the music in this movie. The music is absolutely incredible. And in a lot of films like this, you get to see a holiday being celebrated, and then this particular one, it's Holi. And I really love it when... I don't know why, but Holi really appeals to me. Diwali does too. And actually, Diwali is going to be coming up fairly soon. It's ours is Halloween, or Samhain, as I like to call it, because of my Irish heritage. And of course, Diwali is a big deal too to anybody. Doesn't really matter what kind of Indian you are. It's huge. Everybody celebrates it, and it was nice to see kind of a different locale. I'm not sure exactly where in India they filmed it, but it was just, my breath was taken away. The shots that the camera made, the panorama, the sugar cane is really pretty. But the ending, I mean, I knew something bad was going to happen. I had a feeling. I thought, this is not going to end well, and it just rips your heart out of your chest. And like in Tere Nam, I remember when I watched Tere Nam, I was bawling buckets, and in this one, it just, yeah, I'm trying not to be emotional about it right now, but this film was, I loved it, don't get me wrong. The only nag I had about it is it took a little bit too long to tell the story, no offense. And it was a little bit too long for my liking. Usually I enjoy Bollywood films. I mean, I watched Kal Ho Na Ho, and I was engaged throughout, and it kept my interest. This one kind of had me nodding off a little bit. I don't mean to say, I mean, it's not a bad thing, and I like the leads. I thought that the leads did a very outstanding job. And there was a reference to Chennai Express. I had to laugh about that. Just their love story is so darling in the very beginning. You think, oh, I mean, you can't help it. It's so sweet and innocent, and they're just children. And I think, yeah, I would give anything. Well, I should say I would give anything. That's just terrible. I know my love story is going to be like that. I just hope I don't end the same way that they did. It'd be terrible, but it's a tremendous tale of very controversial love, and not only that, but you get to see just the travails that they go through as young lovers trying to make a way for themselves, and even they tackle the subject of Archie just leaving him completely, and Prashant, he almost snaps. He makes a noose for himself, and he almost hangs himself with it, and I'm watching, and I'm like, Prashant, no. Prashant, don't. Stop. Just don't. I mean, I usually don't talk to my television, but, I'm like, no. Don't. And I was going to cry at that point in time, too. There were a lot of moments that made me cry. But the ending, oh my dear Lord God, it just totally wrecked me. Still, though, Sairat it's a beautiful film. I had never seen anything in the Marathi language before. And it's different. It's kind of funny because, to me, it's more like ghetto. Because they curse a lot. I mean, they curse a lot. And I'm like, whoa, yeah, these guys are thugs, but in a good way. I didn't mind it. I guess it makes more sense. It's like I'm gonna equivocate it to watching the Sopranos, just because it's the way that they're used to talking, and it's their everyday speech. It's nothing new to them. And I didn't necessarily see anything wrong with that. It was very interesting, because usually I'll see a Hindi film and there isn't a lot of cursing. They do like cursing. It's nothing really bad. I've seen other movies where they curse quite a bit. Like, you see an R-rated movie over here and an F-bomb is thrown in every, like, second or something. I mean, it's really quite copious, the amount of profanity that's used over in this country. But, yeah, and I don't condone it, because it's not really necessary. But in this, it's all in jest, and it's kind of tongue-in-cheek. And it just shows the difference. And Prashant, he's actually very intelligent, and she doesn't even believe that when he mentions his scores in class, and she thinks, oh, he is a genius, and she even has more respect for him. But it's wonderful. But the ending will just utterly tear you apart. But despite that, and despite it being slightly long, I actually absolutely adored it. It was just a really beautiful film, and one that I am glad to put in my collection for sure. That's all I got to say about Sairat, and 2 thumbs up for Sairat. 5 stars. Actually, 4.5, because, like I said, the length was a little bit much. That was the only nag I had, and it took them some time to actually tell their which I don't mind, but if they come on, get on with it. I know it's gonna happen. Just tell the story. It's a good yarn. I'll give it that. But that's all I got to say about Sairat. So I shall see you later. Jane. Ciao tutti.